$19.99. Smoky Bones. Meat is what we do. All supplies last.
Back in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
there was
All
a
right.
point there. Yes, he's leaning back in. He'll lean back in.
President Trump. Also consider that the entire basis for this verdict is the testimony of a convicted felon found guilty of perjury who also admittedly
Slide back
stole
over.
money
Let's go.
from the Trump organization.
Yeah, this speech is getting serious. Let's get the kid back in there. He's awesome. I just love this.
Will make the
I think
ultimate.
most of it happened at the
Yeah.
beginning, so
Yeah.
Okay.
that was just fun, though.
Sure was.
Just a cute kid.
I mean, what the congressman said was riveting.
The riveting. And he wasn't pissed. I saw him interviewed this morning on, I think it was on Fox. He and the grandson were on and laughing about it. So he liked it.
He's fine.
Yeah, it's
He
fine.
brought the grandkid with him. That's what he expected.
You think?
Hey, yes, the grandson's got his little plaything. That means he's probably
Yep.
Hyperactive.
spectrum.
Spectrum.
Not
So-
Spectrum. The kid is, oh my God.
I don't think the kid's on the spectrum.
No.
Yeah,
I think
he's
that
spectrum.
it'd be interesting to see if Granddad there has a tough re-election fight on his hand and need to score some cheap political
Right?
points. Look, I got the cute grandkid. Remember me? Vote
I'll bring him
November.
back.
yeah.
I'll bring him back. He'll sit behind me on every speech. That's my pledge to you.
Heck yeah.
I'll vote.
That's awesome.
So apparently now inflation, since Biden took office, is the highest it's ever been since Jimmy Carter.
Oh, is there documentation for that?
There is. Yeah.
Oh, oh okay.
The consumer price index changed from inauguration month to the 40th month of each president's first term from Carter on. Okay. So Carter, yeah, this is incredible.
It sure is.
37.8%.
But see,
Oh, my gosh.
The reason Carter looks worse than Biden on this is because Biden has rolled off so many things,
Yeah,
and it's been happening
right.
for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
They keep rolling off different.
Oh, those don't count.
Yeah, exactly.
doesn't
Like,
count.
now we're not including clothing. Oh, now we're not including gas or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I forget. But
Yep.
it's been like half a dozen
We
things.
didn't do that during Carter's administration.
No, it was
Right.
everything.
It's all counted.
Yeah.
So 37.8%. Now, Reagan suffered through some of that, too, because he was the next guy. And some of this inflation was because of Jimmy Carter's policies.
yeah.
So it was 18.5 under Reagan. 15 under H.W. Bush. That's hard to believe. Really? 9.3% from Bill Clinton.
Good times.
W, 6.7%. Lower inflation rate than Bill Clinton when the 90s were supposed to be so fantastic for our economy. Obama went back up to 8.1%, 5.1% under Donald Trump. Isn't that interesting? And then all the way back up to 19.3%.
And you're right, Keith. That
Joe
19.3, that is not correct.
No. I would like to know. Actually, I know out
Real
there somewhere.
inflation, I'll bet it's around
Can
30
somebody
or more.
tweet at us or call us? I guarantee you that's something like John Solomon has. But you can't get your five. There's a trade-off, though, if you want 5.1% inflation there, and that's mean tweets. So you're going to have to deal with mean
Well,
tweets.
Yeah, is
If you
it
want
worth
that.
it? I don't
and,
think
and
so.
by the way, I was
don't
reading
think so.
something.
Don't you mean mean truths now?
Mean truths.
Yes.
I was reading something this morning that shows that summer of 2020 to what they anticipate summer of 2024, your electric bill is expected to be up 30%. Now,
I feel like
I think
ours
it's
already is.
already at that.
I feel like ours already is, yeah.
because I think mine's pushing about 50% higher than it was 4 years ago. But I got to thinking about this summer of 2020 number. That was with people at home all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Using their air conditioning around the clock. So it's 30% higher, and you're using less air conditioning, conceivably, than you were during the lockdown. This is a nightmare economy that we are in right now. I just hope November.
That's why I keep the house right about 80, 85.
I can tell you right
do you?
now that
Do you?
according to my electricity bill, my bill is 390% higher than last year.
390% higher?
390%
Than last year?
Than last year. And I just got that alert last night.
Wow.
And I took a screenshot. So
That seems unreasonable.
That's what I
you
said.
You got a leak.
oh, I do.
Yeah.
And by the way,
Something's wrong. That
that's
shouldn't
with
shouldn't be
solar
that high.
power.
Get yourself
just to
a
let you
roll of
know.
duct tape and look around
Wow.
because there's a leak somewhere.
Huh. Why does it always sound like Chris is struggling mightily just to get words out of his mouth in English.
Oh, no.
Doesn't it sound that
Do you
way?
want to know the real
Here we
reason?
go.
Yeah.
Because I'm translating it in my head
Really?
to
Okay. All
talk
right.
to you guys.
Okay.
And then when you guys talk, you throw that off because I have to translate what you're telling me.
Right. Okay.
So
All right.
Well, Hooked on Phonics worked for me. So good luck with your own struggles over there.
Man.
We love you.
All right, let me tell you about
Doesn't sound like
Nugenix. Nugenix has hundreds of 5-star reviews from real customers. Nugenix Total T really works. My son was just talking to me about this again over the weekend. He's, at the gym and working really hard, and now he's like 40, and so his recovery time
Me both.
slower. He doesn't have the energy until he started on Nugenix, and then he ran out for a while. We finally got some more, and he's back to normal. So it really does work. It really does help. And now it's new and improved with Tesnor, a testosterone-boosting extract that increases vitality, it adds stamina, and wipes out everyday fatigue. Get back to a better you with Nugenix Total T. Turn back the clock. Feel like a younger you with Nugenix Total T Testosterone Booster with Tesnor. And here's what you do to get your complimentary sample right now. Just text Unleashed to 231-231. Nugenix Total T and Nugenix Thermo X on us. Just pay for the shipping and handling. So that's texting Unleashed to 231-231. Do it today.
That gray is unleashed.
So the Hunter Biden trial started yesterday. They did the jury selection. Jury's in place now
Yes.
in his illegal gun case purchase. So,
Jill showed up. I'm sorry, Dr. Jill
yeah,
Biden
Dr.
showed
Jill
up
Biden
with,
did show up.
My gosh.
Yeah.
Show some
showed some support for her
Right,
son.
right. Now, Joe Biden, had nothing on his plate the entire day, apparently. And KJP was asked about the lack of events on the President of the United States schedule.
Can you share what he did today? We didn't see him all day. There was no schedule of what he did.
I don't have anything to share with you and what I can say is the president, as you know, he made some calls. He called the newly elected Mexico president. We put out a statement there, and so what
Made
I
some
can
calls.
say that he certainly continues to work on behalf of the American
Made
people.
one
That's
call
something
that she
he
can
does
mention.
day in, day out.
She
I
knows
just
that.
don't have anything to say.
She just
like
doesn't have
as
anything
it's
on that. I just don't
related,
have
to the
anything
event
on that.
today.
I got nothing on that.
That's
Hey,
amazing.
Curly, what do you have on that? I got nothing on that. I got nothing on
Yeah,
that.
nothing on that.
I just don't have anything on that. I don't have anything.
No, he has a fundraiser yesterday, right? Where he was, or last night anyway.
Wait,
some
he
big
was so busy,
fundraiser.
he made a phone call. And he did a fundraiser?
Yes.
No, that can't be.
I know.
Down,
Come
Joe.
on.
And he did make a
No
statement.
wonder people can't keep up with him at the White House. A phone call
and a fundraiser.
A fundraiser.
But he did make a statement, too, on Hunter's case.
Okay.
He said, we are so proud of the man he is today. Let's see. I think that was it. President Biden stood by his child saying, we're so proud of the man he is today. I'm not sure if that was the entire statement or not. Maybe it was after the phone call. Yeah, we're proud of him.
Okay.
Okay, we're done. Thank you, Mr. Biden.
I think
good.
that's probably why they kept him on lockdown
Yeah.
yesterday, so he didn't
Woo!
say too
That's
much.
possible because he was, of course, it was reported. Fundraisers, they don't, allow the cameras in, but it was reported that he was, bad mouthing Trump, of course, the convicted felon. And
Oh, we're so proud of Hunter. Let me tell you about Bo. Bo,
that's
my
coming up.
son, Bo.
that's coming up this week, right? I mean, he's going to go to Normandy. He and the doc are going to Normandy to celebrate the 80-year mark.
Oh, he's going to talk about Bo.
Guaranteed.
He
we
is.
get Bo's story there.
Yeah. Anybody who's there who lost a relative, he's going to be able to relate to it.
Yes.
Because he's got a story
He'll
for
be
you.
able to tell Bo
somebody who
over
died in
and
war.
over again.
Uh-huh. Should be interesting. Also, the anniversary of his passing just took place, right? I think
Yeah.
it was May 30th.
Thursday.
So that was
that's why he went and visited the ex-wife or the widow.
That's why. Yeah, it had nothing to do with their
case.
testimony in this trial that's coming up. That had nothing to do with it. All right. James Comey talked about Trump yesterday. James Comey, the former director of the FBI. I know you missed him. It's great to have him back.
We're dragging him out of the woodwork now?
Yes, we are. James Comey.
Trump is guilty.
On Trump going to prison.
Yep.
That there are a range of factors that would make it difficult to put a former... The system has not been tested in this way. Do you agree with that it would be difficult or nearly impossible for the law enforcement institutions to put him in actual jail?
No. They would just put him in a double wide somewhere out near the fence, out in the grass. And he would eat there, he'd shower there, he'd exercise there, he'd be away, as Danya Perry said, from general population. But it's obviously doable.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
No problem.
Obviously doable.
No problem. All right, let's get him in prison then really quick here. So he can't run for president. Okay? Because it'd be difficult to conduct a campaign behind bars.
If he wasn't president, would it just be a single wide?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And he'd be with the Gen Pop.
Okay.
So I don't know. Either that or the K-pop. I'm not sure. He'd be with one group. Gen Pop, K-pop.
K-pop.
I don't know. I get them mixed up. Maxine Waters is concerned about Trump supporters, though.
Oh, are you?
Yeah,
Maxine.
She is.
I am going to spend some time with the criminal justice system, with the justice system, asking them, tell us what's going on with the domestic terrorists. Are they preparing a civil war against us?
In the hills.
Should we be concerned about our safety?
Yes.
What is he doing with this divisive language? It is dangerous, and we're going to have to make sure that we understand that we're not at risk with this man talking in the way that he's doing.
Can you believe that? Too. I mean, coming from Maxine Waters.
Right. Divisive language.
Are you serious? Nobody is more divisive than Maxine Waters. Get in their faces. You need to accost them in public. You remember that speech?
I sure do.
Gosh, she's the worst. Well, I mean, there's a lot of candidates for the absolute worst.
Sure.
She's among them. She's among them.
She's the last in line.
Oh, man.
For the worst.
888-900-3393. More Pat Gray Unleashed.
You suck, you hate America, and you didn't win the election. Get over it.
Pat Gray Unleashed. Unashamed with Phil Robertson.
People who follow Jesus a lot of times, especially when they get older, they watch the news way too much and they sit around and gripe how the world is just going downhill in a hurry like a snowball. But when you have an opportunity to support Jesus-loving people who are unashamed about it, we should stop the chariot.
Unashamed with Phil Robertson on the Blaze Radio Network.
Subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever podcasts are found. Wall Builders Live.
We know because of recent Supreme Court decisions, there's now opportunity to restore religious freedom and kind of a biblical foundation. So it's going to be very interesting to see how far this goes. And actually, we have, through this process, even found out that some states, they are already set up that they would allow chaplains to be part of the counseling staff at a school. They can already be on staff.
Wall Builders Live, Sundays on Blaze Radio Network.
At Smoky Bones, we began house smoking and barbecuing meat to perfection in 1999. We've brought mouth-watering flavor to our guests ever since. And we're saying cheers to 25 smoking years by rolling back prices to what they were then. So come in now and get a half rack of St. Louis-style ribs with 2 sides for just $9.99, or make it a full rack for just $14.99. It's time to feast like it's 1999. Smoky Bones. Meat is what we do. All supplies last.
The Silver Pass is back for an unbeatable price at Kings Island. Get unlimited visits through Labor Day for just 6 payments of $14 after initial payment plus applicable fees. Get unlimited fun with Snoopy and the Beagle Scouts at the new Camp Snoopy, featuring the family-friendly coaster, Snoopy's Soapbox Racers. Plus unlimited splashes at Soak City and free parking. All this summer fun pays for itself in less than 2 visits. Offer extended for a limited time. Price goes up June 3rd. Snag your Silver Pass at visitkingsisland.com. Kings Island, for the fun of it.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp now for free information on how to get started today. InventHelp provides invention services that help everyday inventors get started with their idea. We have representatives nationwide who will explain the InventHelp process step by step. Over 10,000 patents have been secured through InventHelp's patent referral services. Our services include professional materials needed to showcase your invention, and 3D animation and prototype modeling that help you demonstrate your idea. Get down to the details of your idea with a technical drawing. The InventHelp Databank includes thousands of companies who have agreed to review new ideas. We've been helping inventors since 1984. Let's help you next. Take advantage of the opportunity to get started today.
Call 1-800-352-1408. That's 1-800-352-1408. Again, 1-800-352-1408.
Imagine having all the money you need for retirement, all the income, every month, guaranteed. That's Secure Future Investor, an indexed annuity tied to growth in the stock market, but without any risk of loss ever. It's guaranteed money for life income, no matter how long you live. Call 888-822-3396. 888-822-3396. Sponsored by GP Agency Inc., Raleigh, NC. Licensed in all states. Performance may vary. Consult your financial professional before making an investment decision.
Have you ever met a single person in your life that enjoys paying taxes? No, no one does. If you can't sleep at night because you have a huge problem with the IRS, I've got some free advice for you. This service is strictly limited to individuals that owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes. And if you qualify, we can guarantee that you won't be writing a big fat check to the IRS, or our services cost you nothing. The first 100 people that call today will get a free tax consultation worth $500. Stop worrying about your IRS problem. We can help you, we promise. Call the tax doctor right now. I mean right now, to learn more.
800-507-3137. 800-507-3137. 800-507-3137. That's 800-507-3137.
Fearless with Jason Whitlock.
Nikola Jokic, 40 points last night. And a made 15 of 22 from the field, 13 assists. This dude just put a clown suit on his haters. And I just want to be crystal clear, and I'm not saying this because I don't want to get crossways with Shaq.
Fearless with Jason Whitlock, only on the Blaze Radio Network.
Subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever podcasts are found.
Conservative Review.
It's like if I'm starving and I come to an oasis and there's low-hanging fruit and I don't have a cherry picker, I'm not going to try to get the apples on the branches 100 feet up. That's an idiot.
Conservative Review on the Blaze Radio Network. Subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, and wherever you get podcasts.
You're listening to the Blaze Radio Network. Find more great content at blazetv.com.
This is an encore presentation of Pat Gray Unleashed. Listen live Monday through Friday from noon to 3 p.m. Eastern on the Blaze Radio Network.
Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Got some tweets here. Carl Smith tweets, summary of Fauci's testimony. Pandemic? What pandemic?
Yeah.
From the Pickled Squirrel. Didn't the 6-foot rule come from a high school student's science project?
Is that right? You know what?
It was a long time ago. It was part of the Spanish flu thing, if I remember right. Right?
Was it?
And it may have been some kid that said 6 feet works good or something, but he even alluded to it being a long time ago, and there was no science behind it. That means there wasn't any, no actual studies.
From Linda Rose, seeing that kid behind Representative Rose brings back my faith in the youth of America. Aww. Just a boy being a boy. I love that kid. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah. It was fun. From Munch, the kid in the Congress clip of Representative Rose is his child, not his grandchild.
Yeah, Keith gave us some bad information.
Bad information.
Okay.
His wife is 23 years younger than he is, and he's 60.
I don't necessarily like the tone. You read that.
23 years younger.
Okay, that's not accurate. Let's not exaggerate, Munch. He's not 60. He's 59.
59.
Yeah, thank you.
So he's much younger than what.
And they've been married for a long time now. They have a couple of kids now.
They met when he was 45.
No.
And she was 17.
No.
Well, he was he was like
when
41.
they got married, he was 45 and she was 21.
Right. That's right.
But they did meet when she was 17.
So he was 41 and she was 17.
And he was the commissioner of this Future Farmers of America. And
she's an agricultural
She was
groupie.
part of the Future Farmers of America group.
Yeah.
Okay, then you go to Farmers
Those
Only.
farming groupies are huge.
I know.
I mean, come on.
And they've been together ever since. So
Yeah, they have. And they got 2 kids. Not just him, but another one, too, right? So
cool.
That's great.
All right.
Congratulations, Tennessee Representative Rose.
Mr. Rose.
Mr. Rose.
I'm happy to see some people are in love.
You know what?
John Rose.
You just can't restrain love.
No, you can't.
It
Can't
knows
put an age limit
no
on it either.
bounds
No, it does
whatsoever.
not.
No age or anything else. I guess.
I mean, she was in the 21 when they got married.
Right. Yeah. That's right. Apparently legal age, even in Tennessee. So there you go.
In Tennessee, it's probably 11, but not sure about that rule.
Not sure about that, yeah. Let's see. What else do we have? Oh, since it is Pride Month, and we are celebrating the fact that it is Pride Month in the entire month of June. The Flyers mascot, so the hockey team, the Flyers,
Philadelphia
Flyers.
Yeah, Gritty is the mascot.
Raised a trans flag.
Oh, that's good.
At the game.
Yes, good.
Good.
At the game. That arena's been empty for 2 months.
No, they haven't.
Oh, has it really?
There's nobody there.
So it's not even at the game. You just raise the flag because it's the first Monday of Pride Month.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, good.
Planning
Isn't that wonderful? Yay!
Is that
was a leaf blower. Leaf blower.
You
gotta make sure
that the fan is blowing.
Yeah, you
or
gotta
the flag is blowing.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Good for them. Yeah, the Flyers have been out of it for a long time. I mean, we're doing the NHL finals now. I mean, it's
right.
not even the Flyers.
Right.
By the way, that's the progressive pride flag.
Yeah,
that's
that was the trans thing. Yeah. Oh, progressive pride.
Progressive pride.
Oh,
yes.
And the difference is, what's the difference between the progressive pride flag and the pride flag?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It includes everyone.
Includes the trans.
Because
and
the pride
blacks
flag
right.
isn't inclusive enough.
Right.
Because this one has the the tranny colors, and it has the black and the brown people included in it too.
Right. Yeah. We broke this down at one point.
We
I
did.
remember breaking
We sure
it all
did.
down.
Yeah. See, you see the brown stripes for my kind of people.
Yeah.
And you see the black stripe for my kind of people. There it is.
There it is. Well, that's beautiful.
I love
that's
the
inclusive.
leaf blower guy.
Oh, the leaf blower guy is freaking fantastic.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's fun. Good.
You might want to concentrate on hockey in Philadelphia instead of flying flags in front of your arena.
I mean, I saw videos coming out of Philadelphia last night
my gosh.
of the
That
brawls
town
in the streets.
is gone.
It was ugly. Ugly.
Yeah.
Between the Palestinians, I'm sorry, the pro-Palestinian crowd and the LGBTQI2 plus AQB.
Wait, there were problems?
Yes.
Between those two groups of
only-
allies?
The only thing missing was a BLM crowd at the corner.
Oh, wow.
And they may have actually been there, just I didn't see them.
So, did a fight break out?
Big time. Brawls in the streets all over.
Yeah, we played
A fight of Hamas
No, I mean,
people?
worse than that.
right,
and-
the clip that I sent. Yeah.
And they're the wonderful people that they love
Isn't
and
that something?
appreciate and who are all about them, the
Correct.
LGBTQIA2 plus group?
Yes.
Oh, my.
You hate to see it.
You hate to see it
Who's at
among
fault?
allies
Who's at
like
fault?
that. How many times have we said?
I know.
What's the matter with you people? What is the matter with you? Whatever. Okay, whatever. Also, Call of Duty is now selling Pride bullets and Pride guns. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
Yep.
In honor of Pride Month.
Do we have the pictures that we could put up on there? Full screen 7. There you go. Look at that, huh?
Okay.
Little trans bullets, and then they got the gun. Now, I seem to remember a shooting at an actual school by a trans shooter.
Yeah. I seem to
and
remember
other
that
places.
as well.
I wonder if there's going to be any fallout from this, because it
There
almost
will be fallout because this is the game.
seems like...
Oh, no, that's Call of Duty.
So anyway, cool.
So there you go.
That's really,
man,
just what are you doing?
Crazy.
Making money.
Making money. That's what they're doing. That's great. That makes a lot of sense. It really does. The Pride guns and the Pride bullets. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Where's that been all our lives? Why didn't we have this back in the 1950s?
I don't know, Pat.
Why didn't we have it?
I don't know.
I guess because Call of Duty didn't exist in the
maybe
1950s.
that had something to do with it.
Had to wait for the game to be invented. So Oberlin College now has, as we're talking about Pride Month and being inclusive here, they just fired their lacrosse coach.
Oh, boy.
For saying this really horrific discriminatory line that women's sports are for women. How dare you say that?
I could not believe you just read that live on the air.
Did you dump that?
I did dump that. I don't want to get canceled.
Again, let me make it clear.
I think that those comments are offensive.
Yeah.
Be offended.
But it's not coming from me. I just want you to know that. That's not coming from me. I am quoting the former lacrosse coach at Oberlin College.
Wow.
But
so he doesn't. I mean, I know you said that they fired him from
her.
I'm sorry, they fired her.
Her pronouns are she, her.
Okay,
I believe
that they fired her from being the lacrosse coach. Are they allowing her to stay in the city? Even
I hope not. Man, I hope not.
Because
what a danger to society
I
person
don't
is.
necessarily want you to read what she said again, but go ahead.
Well, there's more. I mean, it gets bad. It gets really bad.
Worse than that?
Yeah, it does.
Got some
It
quotes
does.
here.
I mean, that's just the start of it. That women's sport. Again, I'm quoting. Women's sports are for women.
You did it again, bro.
Oh, man.
You did it again.
Man. Sorry, we'll have to.
Hey, wait.
By the way, I only get 7 seconds of delay.
Yeah, but
so
it builds
let me
back
get.
up.
And then we got to build back
You
up.
got to pick up the 7 seconds.
So
just
by
wait.
the third time, we're not going to be able to dump it.
This might be kind of fun, just to inside baseball here, is to explain how that works. Where the audio runs through a box, and then the silence, it then takes that and compresses it. And so, if you drop, cuss words,
multiple,
it doesn't have a chance to catch up and try to.
It can't handle
You can
that.
only dump like the first. When you dump it, it'll dump the first 3.5, and you hit it twice, and it'll hit the second 3.5 if you have a 7-second delay.
So in other words,
and so after that third time,
you're done.
There's no delay.
There's no delay, and so be careful
For about
knowing that.
What does it take to build back up? Like not very long.
It depends.
Though, right?
Like
Because
2
it
seconds.
builds
It depends
up
on how
silence.
much silence you have.
Yeah.
I think now it's safe to continue with that story. Now that we've built back up.
Okay, good.
The delay.
All right. All right. In a blow to women's rights and free speech, administrators at Oberlin College in Ohio removed Kim Russell from her position as women's lacrosse coach last fall after she spoke out against transgender athletes, men who identify as women competing in women's sports. In March 2022, Russell shared a friend's Instagram post saying,
"Oh my gosh.
Congratulations to Emma Wyant, the real woman who won the NCAA 500-yard freestyle event." Wyant had finished second to Leah Thomas. Of course, the man. What do you believe?
Wow.
I can't be quiet on this one, she said. I've spent my life playing sports, starting and coaching sports programs for girls and women. A student reported her comments to college authorities. Can you believe this? Oberlin's athletic director then demanded Russell write a letter of apology to the lacrosse team and the whole athletics department.
How about no?
That's exactly what she said.
How about no?
That's exactly what she said. She refused. So the director set up a meeting between her, the team, and a mediator. Okay, this is because she said that men shouldn't be in women's sports.
Easy.
That's just unbelievable.
Easy.
I was.
I know you just glossed over the sharing of the Instagram post.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
You're a nasty person.
I was screamed at all the while. The AD, Natalie Winkelfoos. That should have been a clue. You
love
don't want to
her.
work for her to begin with.
her. Yeah, the
I can't work for any Winkelfooses.
Yeah,
I've
the
had the
Winkelfooses,
opportunity
yeah.
multiple times. A really good salary, and I've said no. I'm sorry, I will not work for a
Not even
Winkelfoos.
once?
No, not even once.
Okay, well, good for you.
But she says I was screamed at all the while. The AD, Natalie Winkelfoos, looked on silently. A week later, Russell was forced to attend another inquisition with the lacrosse team present and was grilled by 3 administrators for almost 2 hours. She was told to listen to her team members, repeat back what they said about her, and not respond.
What in the world? Welcome to China
heavens.
in the 40s.
No kidding.
Winkelfoos, the associate vice president for athletics, told Russell, unfortunately, you fall into a category of people that are kind of filled with hate in the world. She said some people on campus were calling her transphobic and unsafe.
Oh, my gosh.
It's acceptable to have your own opinions, but when they go against Oberlin College's beliefs, it's a problem for your employment.
Yeah, keep them to yourself.
And they fired her. I mean, that is incredible. So you don't really believe that it is important?
No, you don't.
Or acceptable
and after
to have your own opinions.
After the first inquisition,
that's incredible.
I would have been,
that's
have a nice day.
Yeah. Yeah. Beat it.
Yeah.
See ya. You can take this job and stick it up your rectal cavity.
A trans rectal cavity or no trans rectal cavity.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Either way, we've all got rectal cavities, right? If you don't have one, then you probably have some issues.
Issue.
It's an issue.
That's an issue.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say. So, hey, this trans thing is just so out of control.
It sure is.
You want a feel-good video?
Sure.
You want to hear from your buddy Quanell X? You haven't talked to him in a while down in Houston?
Yeah.
Quanell making the rounds. I saw a picture of him the other day. It was just a headline that said Quanell X reacts to something, and I thought, I got to send that to Pat, and I didn't, so I apologize. Because all I could think of
was
a cat can give birth to kittens in the oven. That don't make them biscuits.
That's it. I think that's one of the most classic bits ever.
Yeah, and it is classic because you can't argue with it. You can't.
Thank you.
Nobody has ever been able to refute that.
Facts are facts.
Right.
A cat can give birth to kittens in the oven. That don't make them biscuits.
Exactly.
Thank you.
So he's, at least outside of Houston, he's been flying below the radar. I haven't seen him much.
Yeah, I haven't either.
In a while. I think the last time we did anything with him was probably about 5 years ago when he went on a training thing with Houston Police.
I think that was longer than that ago.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh my gosh, it's really tough to
It's a harder job than I thought."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we thought, wow, maybe he's kind of seeing the light on some of this stuff. I don't know what he does now in the community, but what he did in response to this video of a teacher doing inappropriate things in her kindergarten classroom is awesome.
Okay.
Go ahead and play that.
You really can't make this stuff up. It is absolutely appalling, shameful, and frightening that these are the type of educators that are in an elementary school teaching our children. But now we got a teacher in the classroom on school hours, stripping down butt naked, bending over, and showing everything on the video, and all you could see was cellulite hanging in pubic hair.
No.
This is a disgrace and a shame that this is the type of educator and teacher that is in the classroom. And she made multiple videos. Yes, the district was unaware until we brought this to their attention.
Oh, man.
If she would do this in the classroom, what else will she do? This woman obviously had lost her damn mind. She needs psychotropic medication. She pulls out her breasts and she's juggling them. Look like she's about to fall over. Then she bends over and pulls down her panties. Spreads her cheeks. I'm not lying. I'm telling you what's on the video. Spreads her cheeks. This is madness.
Yeah, it is.
This woman should never, ever be allowed to be an educator. This woman should never be allowed to work around children ever again. And I believe that if a thorough investigation takes place, you can find something criminally to bring her into a courtroom for. Because I've seen law enforcement put parents in courtrooms for far much less than this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If we can put Donald Trump in the courtroom and find something to prosecute him for, don't tell me we can't find something to prosecute this woman for. This is sad. This is madness. This is filth at its finest.
Period. This is not a place for that.
Quanell.
You do not sexualize our children.
That's
You
great.
don't come with that sexualized type behavior on any type of school campus. You keep that mess in your bedroom. So like I said, your porn days is over, sis. You doing too much.
That's just.
I don't know. She was just
Click.
filming.
Do you like the clicks on the Instagram?
Yeah. The kids weren't there.
Oh, God.
Here we go.
It was during lunch. Obviously,
kids
no one
weren't
was
there.
in the room.
So you're okay with that?
And the kids weren't there.
Yeah, okay.
No, that wasn't the
kids weren't
question.
there.
Hey, they are getting underpaid, so they gotta
Yeah.
come
Thank
up
you.
with other streams of income.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay. No.
So
Translate that, Chris.
huh.
The kids weren't there.
It's good to see Quanell again, though.
Mm-hmm.
Saying something we
Nice
agree
suit.
with.
That was
Good for
awesome.
him. Good. Quanell's looking good.
He's picked up a few LBs, but that's fine. That's okay.
don't-
We all have.
Don't talk about that too much. There's no fat, there's no fat shaming. No fat shaming.
Ozempic and kidney stones actually
There you
help
go.
with that.
Yeah.
Puke your brains out.
All right. If you like the show, you're going to love the merchandise we have for the show. Go to shopblazemedia.com today, and you can check out everything from our "Brr, I'm cold, it's cold" sweaters and T-shirts to our Pat Gray hats and beanies, the throwback Glenn and Pat T-shirt, and the Trump mugshot T-shirt, which is really fun. Of course, there's all kinds of other Blaze Media merchandise right there at your fingertips, too. Everything from the Blaze Heritage and Blaze Media collections, jackets, T-shirts, hoodies, socks, mugs, and a lot more. So go to shopblazemedia.com today. Check out my merchandise as well as everything else that's available to you there. Use the promo code PAT10 and you'll get 10% off your entire purchase. ShopBlazeMedia.com, promo code PAT10 for 10% off.
Pat Gray.
The podcast that makes you chew.
Making your bed makes you 206% more likely to become a millionaire. No wonder I'm not a millionaire. I'm going to have to start making my bed, or at least making sure that my wife makes it. If I just have someone make my bed, that means I could be a millionaire. I didn't say that in the study, but I'm just reading between the lines.
Check out Chewing the Fat with Jeff Fisher on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, and theblaze.com/radio.
Glenn Beck.
An unnamed individual, identified only as a member of a terror group, Al-Shabaab, was caught crossing illegally into the United States. Darn it, there was a clerical error, and they let him go. Now, he's been on the roam now for about a year. You'll never guess where we found this guy. I'm going to give you a hint. He's from Somalia.
Minnesota?
Yes!
Hey,
You just won a brand new washer and dryer.
Glenn Beck Program.
Conservative Review.
Like we talk about every day, when it comes to the issue, the invasion and inflation are still going on. And we have no answers about how it takes on average $178,000 in income for a family of 4 to live comfortably. Well, I have a family of 6. You know, what do we do?
Conservative Review on the Blaze Radio Network. Subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, and wherever you get podcasts.
At Smoky Bones, we began house smoking and barbecuing meat to perfection in 1999. We've brought mouth-watering flavor to our guests ever since. And we're saying cheers to 25 smoking years by rolling back prices to what they were then. So come in now and get a half rack of St. Louis-style ribs with 2 sides for just $9.99, or make it a full rack for just $14.99. It's time to feast like it's 1999. Smoky Bones. Meat is what we do. All supplies last.
Imagine having all the money you need for retirement, all the income, every month, guaranteed. That's Secure Future Investor, an indexed annuity tied to growth in the stock market, but without any risk of loss ever. It's guaranteed money for life income, no matter how long you live. Call 888-822-3396. 888-822-3396. Sponsored by GP Agency Inc., Raleigh, NC. Licensed in all states. Performance may vary. Consult your financial professional before making an investment decision.
This is a national healthcare alert from the 24/7 Diabetic Health Hotline. If you, a family member, or a loved one has diabetes, listen closely. Now, regardless of your age, if you have insurance, you may qualify to receive diabetic testing supplies with little to no out-of-pocket cost. Get free delivery, free information, and all the paperwork is handled by our accredited suppliers for free. Call the 24/7 Diabetic Health Hotline now for details. Toll free at this number. But wait, there's more. If you call right now, you could get a meter upgrade. In addition, we'll give you a free pair of diabetic socks as our special gift to you. Regardless of your age, if you suffer with diabetes and have insurance, you may qualify to get free delivery of your supplies.
800-443-0645. 800-443-0645. 800-443-0645. That's 800-443-0645.
I live alone and rarely have visitors. So when I slipped and fell in the kitchen last month and couldn't get to a phone, I knew I was in trouble.
Help!
I could barely move.
Help!
I tried calling for help, but no one could hear me. As I lay there, I couldn't help but think of my kids and grandkids having to go on without me. I was terrified. It took 8 hours for my neighbor to find me. It could have been the end of me. That's when I knew I needed Life Alert. With just one press of this button, I'm connected to the Life Alert Center, where I can get the help I need, even when I cannot reach a phone. With Life Alert, I'm never alone.
Call 1-800-425-6319 for your free Life Alert brochure. That's 1-800-425-6319. Again, 1-800-425-6319. Call for your free Life Alert brochure at 1-800-425-6319. 1-800-425-6319 today.
Stu Does America.
Visibility never really a problem for trans people. In fact, let's say the whole point of this is idiotic because we all see. We all can see. We can all see it. Like whether it's the bulge or the Adam's apple. The point is we're seeing it all the time. We always notice. This is not a big shock. Like people see Dylan Mulvaney, like, oh my gosh, which one is that originally? I can't tell.
Stu Does America on Blaze Radio Network.
Subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever podcasts are found.
Got some tweets here. Jim Ward tweets, I feel dumber every time I hear Maxine Waters speak. Huh? And it's not because of the amazing wisdom that falls out of her past her dentures. Falls out of her mouth. Past her dentures.
And guess what this liberal will be all about?
What?
This liberal will be all about socializing.
Socializing about
would be about.
Be about basically,
yeah, taking over
and running,
and the government running all of your companies.
All of your companies.
That's awesome.
Two-tiered giblets tweets. Trump is not a convicted felon. We were told that the new term is justice system impacted. Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, all the California and New York have been telling us all along that they want convicted felons to vote. Mm-hmm. They want convicted felons is no big deal, and so, but now it is all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Guess that's white privilege.
From Chuck Shazam Bartowski. If a Pride bullet and a pro-Palestinian bullet are loaded in the same gun, what happens?
I think it jams.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And Dirty Mule. What kind of Pride swag can you get at Moo Moo's by Jeffy? Oh, that's a good question.
We have a page designated.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
yeah?
We have a page designated. Yeah. The main Moo Moo is all the Pride flags in one Moo Moo.
Oh, okay.
Fascinating. I mean, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Is it like
I bet it is.
tie-dye?
You can have it. Don't.
That's tie-dye.
Don't.
You did this. You did the little circle thing. And figured that meant it was tie-dye.
Don't. We're going to get to the Fat Five in a minute here. A couple of minutes.
All right, cool.
But I want to read this Libs of TikTok thing. Paulette Harlow, 75-year-old woman, was just sentenced to 2 years in prison for the crime of praying at an abortion clinic.
Wow.
2 years in prison because she prayed outside an abortion clinic.
It's a stupid face.
If you remember the story correctly, they weren't blocking the entrance. This did not violate the FACE Act. But as Libs of TikTok point out, peacefully protesting against the murder of the unborn gets you thrown in prison, but blocking highways, schools, and bridges in support of terrorists, that's totally fine. Biden's America. That's for sure.
So yeah, she's got serious health issues, and the judge was just like...
she's in a wheelchair there.
Well, she was healthy enough to be praying.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, did she do it out loud?
Was this the couple that went to the second floor Right, in the abortion clinic was on the second floor, so they had to go to the second floor and pray outside the doors there. I don't know. I'm asking because.
And the judge, though, she said something like, "Oh gosh, I can't find the quote that I saw yesterday, but it was like, I hope she tries to stay alive since life is a tenet of her faith." I mean, what? Our system of justice, I don't even want to hear about it.
Man.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing. It's frightening.
I mean...
That's the word. Frightening. It sure is. That's the word.
It is. Because as we've spoken about, it's not just... if this can happen to Trump, it can happen to anybody. It's already happening to everybody. To people innocently praying and singing songs outside an abortion clinic.
Someone that, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, Pat. I don't know. I didn't read what she did wrong, other than praying. But did someone who was coming in to kill their baby have to walk around the wheelchair?
Wow, that's a good question. I don't know.
So
there was some wasted energy there. So you got to put her in prison for 2 years for that, right?
I mean, what are we doing?
Or, I mean, if there
doing?
If there was a stack of dead bodies that she left behind, she ran over them and then stabbed him to death. Okay, I get the 2-year sentence then.
Maybe.
I mean, she's 75. Maybe you give her a suspended sentence. But when she's outside the abortion clinic praying, I don't understand.
Holy cow.
I mean, we mocked Canada years ago for this. Remember? They had the people that were reading scripture out on a street, and they got arrested, did some time for it. But that wasn't America. Well, now it is. Now that's America.
Jeez.
That's incredible. I mean, just unreal. All right, we're gonna get a Fat Five from Jeffy coming up. We also have this Trump-appointed federal judge who just dissented in a case and issued a warning. Going to get into that, share that with you momentarily here. Pat Gray Unleashed.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Wall Builders Live.
In Texas, what you had in Texas, Democrat Party in Texas went after the ballot security laws we have here, and they say, we think that everybody should be able to vote absentee ballot without excuse for any reason whatever. And they said, we want everybody to have universal mail-in ballots in Texas, and to allow Texas to say it can only be for a certain reason, well, that violates the 26th Amendment. So they sued. It went to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court let Texas law stand.
Wall Builders Live, Sundays on Blaze Radio Network.
Sarah Gonzalez, Unfiltered.
I, of course, am Sarah Gonzalez. It would be weird if my name was something different and they named the show Sarah Gonzalez Unfiltered. We have FBI whistleblower Kyle Seraphin, who is joining me with shocking details about the investigation, or I should say the lack of investigation into the J6 pipe bomber. Remember that pesky pipe bomber?
Get Sarah Gonzalez Unfiltered and other original content at blazetv.com. blazetv.com.
Have you heard? Skyline now has nachos with a layer of queso blanco under that amazing Skyline chili and cheese. Try them straight up or get the deluxe nachos with lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and sour cream at participating Skyline restaurants for a limited time.
This is a national healthcare alert from the 24/7 Diabetic Health Hotline. If you, a family member, or a loved one has diabetes, listen closely. Now, regardless of your age, if you have insurance, you may qualify to receive diabetic testing supplies with little to no out-of-pocket cost. Get free delivery, free information, and all the paperwork is handled by our accredited suppliers for free. Call the 24/7 Diabetic Health Hotline now for details. Toll free at this number. But wait, there's more. If you call right now, you could get a meter upgrade. In addition, we'll give give you a free pair of diabetic socks as our special gift to you. Regardless of your age, if you suffer with diabetes and have insurance, you may qualify to get free delivery of your supplies.
800-443-0645, 800-443-0645, 800-443-0645. That's 800-443-0645.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp now for free information on how to get started today. InventHelp provides invention services that help everyday inventors get started with their idea. We have representatives nationwide who will explain the InventHelp process step by step. Over 10,000 patents have been secured through InventHelp's patent referral services. Our services include professional materials needed to showcase your invention, and 3D animation and prototype modeling that help you demonstrate your idea. Get down to the details of your idea with a technical drawing. The InventHelp Databank includes thousands of companies who have agreed to review new ideas. We've been helping inventors since 1984. Let's help you next. Take advantage of the opportunity to get started today.
Call 1-800-352-1408. That's 1-800-352-1408. Again, 1-800-352-1408.
Are you a writer who has devoted your time to writing a book with Christian morals behind it, but need help publishing it? Covenant Books has helped thousands of faith-based authors publish, edit, and sell their books. Covenant Books will help tell your story by printing, marketing, and distributing your book through specialty Christian bookstores and major online book retailers like Amazon, Apple, and many others. Covenant Books. Let us help tell your story. For your free author's information packet, call 1-800-675-5178. That's 800-675-5178.
From #1 best-selling author Glenn Beck and co-author Michaela G. Hedrick comes a brand new young adult fiction novel, Chasing Embers. In a new world run by Topos Inc., the United States of America only exists as a fading memory. On the path to utopia, the pillars of culture, religion, art, history, and science have been decimated. The past is dead, and Topos killed it. 16-year-old Ember remembers the day her parents were taken by Topos 7 years ago. Her only memento is a leather notebook containing the history of the world. Contraband that could send her straight to sleep camp. When Ember is selected to serve on Topos' task force to reduce underage extremism, she has one chance to start a new life. But it may cost her everything. 17-year-old Sky has run away to a town of savage holdouts who refuse to live under the rule of Topos and who might be able to tell him if his whole life has been a lie. As the holdouts slowly but surely win Sky over, he must decide what true really means, and if the truth even matters in a world ruled by an absolute power. As they carry their secrets, Ember and Sky become unintended accomplices to a secret society plotting to overthrow Topos. And when they find themselves on the wrong side of the most powerful corporation on Earth, they have two options: beat them or join them. Chasing Embers by Glenn Beck and Michaela G. Hedrick. Available for pre-order now.
Glenn Beck. I have 3 former associates doing lengthy prison sentence because of the January 6th setup, one person wrote in the Telegram channel. I know firsthand, even if they don't have charges they can pin on you, they'll make something up. So America, learn your lesson. Don't stand up. Let the people who know how to riot and burn streets down, you know, the people on the left, let them go out. But you should learn your lesson.
The Glenn Beck Program. Unashamed with Phil Robertson.
If you want to duck hunt, there's 3 things you need to have real thick skin. You need to do more listening than talking. And number 3 is whatever job you figure out how you can contribute here, do your job.
Unashamed with Phil Robertson on the Blaze Radio Network.
Subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever podcasts are found.
show up.
Yeah.
And if you see anybody
Good point.
from that cabinet in a restaurant,
In
in a department store,
a
at a gasoline station,
A gasoline
you get
station.
out and you create a crowd.
Uses
We've
that
been
word.
laughing the whole
Gasoline station. Everybody.
I have never heard that.
Is there a gasoline station nearby? I need some gasoline in my car. My car is about 1/3 empty from all the gasoline that should be in it. Is there an apothecary nearby?
Nobody says
How about a
department
livery
store
stable?
anymore.
No,
Nobody
I know.
says department store.
Yeah, that
anymore
too.
Shows how old she is.
In a gasoline
station.
Shut up.
Then I love how you're supposed to accost them at the restaurant or wherever you see them, and make sure that they realize they're not welcome anywhere. Mm-hmm. That's what. Listen to this. This is incredible.
We have to show
I forgot how bad this was. Apart from the gasoline station.
In a restaurant.
Yeah, a department store. At a gasoline station.
You get out and you create a crowd.
Create a crowd. Okay.
And you push back on them.
Push back.
And you tell them they're not welcome.
You're not welcome.
Anymore.
Anywhere.
We've got to get the children connected to their parents.
What?
Honestly, the
Okay.
left always
Weird.
they do this with everything, and we say this. They always accuse the other side of what they are doing.
She's not my type.
And what that is right there is what they say the right does to those who are different than us, those who are gay or trans or whatever.
Yeah.
That right there. And she's saying that to conservatives, Trump supporters.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
Yep.
Really bad.
Really bad.
We forgot how bad
gonna,
that
But
was.
she's going to be on the lookout, and she's going to get with Homeland Security and make sure. I mean, that's what started all this, right? Her saying that she was going to make sure this dangerous language.
Yeah. My gosh, that's right. Yeah, the latest clip that we just played a few minutes ago. My gosh. Unbelievable.
Again, they're always accusing the right of what the left is up to.
Of what they're doing. Exactly. All right.
The Cambridge police acted stupidly.
No.
Oh, that guy.
Okay.
Then there's him. Don't you miss him?
I do.
I miss him like a dad.
I do.
Now. I do. I miss him like a dad.
I really don't. But.
Okay.
Well, if he ever showed up, and he does from time to time, and he opens his mouth, and then you're like, okay, that's right.
I remember now.
I remember now how much I dislike this guy. Not as much as Biden, but a lot.
No.
I mean, maybe it's 1 trillion white-hot burning suns that I dislike him with, as opposed to 10 trillion white-hot burning suns with Biden. But, it's still dislike.
They're both in the same.
Really? You dislike him equally?
I think so. I mean, Biden's pretty bad.
Pretty
but
bad.
He's in your face every day now.
Yeah. Yes, he is.
Anytime, and then, whenever Barack trots out, you remember,
right.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Guy.
I know. All right, here's Jeffy with a Fat Five.
All right, I wanted to start out happy, but then I saw this, and so, I've got to start with sad. Well, it's both happy and sad. Pop music legend Cyndi Lauper, 70, announces that her Girls Just Want to Have Fun farewell tour with 23 stops is happening this fall across America.
Her farewell tour. She's not going to tour anymore after this?
After this.
No, that's heartbreaking.
Now, this is ahead.
We're going to have to find something else to do then.
This is ahead of her
go to
release
Cyndi
of her
Lauper
documentary, Let the Canaries Sing.
How many have you
which
been
I'm
to,
looking
Jeffy?
forward
How
to.
many Cyndi Lauper
shows
have you been to over the years?
I wish I could say one, but I haven't been to any.
Wow!
I wish I could.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I
Let me
wish
see.
I could
For
say
me,
one.
it's bring down the 3, carry them 10, bring that 2. None. Yeah, also 0. Also 0. Keith?
So you don't want
what's
to
your
have
count?
fun?
No,
Because girls
not with Cyndi Lauper.
just want to have fun.
No,
That's what
she
I
can
hear.
have all the fun she wants.
No, I've never been, unfortunately.
Oh,
See, that's what I mean. I would have liked to have been to a show before, too.
No, you don't. Stop it. Don't do this.
I would.
Would you?
Girls just want to have fun.
I'm still pissed at you. I'm still because you were singing
girls.
this before the show today, and it's been in my head. I don't appreciate it.
All right.
Tickets will be available today, actually, for pre-sale and VIP ticket packages. So get out there.
Okay.
What time?
How much
Get
are
those
they?
tickets.
How much?
What time?
I didn't look at the prices.
Ah,
What do
darn
you mean
it.
you didn't look? I thought you were finally going to go.
Look at the prices. Oh, this is her farewell tour.
Yeah, you got the last chance to see her.
I know.
Last chance. Train's pulling out of the station now, so you better be on it.
Cindy Lauper
Get on
tickets. Let's find out how much those are going for.
My
Yeah,
wife
hang
would
on.
probably like
Don't
to
get
go.
to it because she's terrific, and we don't want to miss out on this
All right.
once in a lifetime opportunity.
One of the shows she's going to start in Montreal.
Okay.
And there's
When does she come to
26
Dallas?
cities. It does,
Tell me Dallas is among the cities she's going to go to.
Dallas is not one of the cities
Oh,
listed.
no. How
No,
far do we have to travel?
It might be on the full range of cities. I did not look.
She is coming to Dallas on November 12th.
Yeah, there you go.
November
There you go.
12th.
November 12th.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
So if you have that, how much are the tickets?
I'm getting there. Give me a second.
We're trying.
And where?
Because
Well,
the
we go to Detroit.
Where?
American Airline.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Jeez. Really? She can fill a 18,000 seat
She's
stadium?
Cindy Lauper.
Well,
Oh,
yes.
sorry. It
of course.
opens in 2 hours. 17
Oh, we
minutes
don't know.
and 49